So in New York today, 40 U.S. congressmen made their way to what is being called Ground Zero, including Arizona Senator Jon Kyl. Our Mike Watkiss joins us live from New York with that story. Mike?
Yeah, Patty, leading that delegation today on this very sloppy Manhattan afternoon was New York Governor George Pataki. And after the tour, the governor said that this was not an attack on New York City. It was an attack on America. And now, in yet another very powerful display of national unity, national solidarity, a bipartisan group of 40 U.S. senators touring that site known as Ground Zero, the terrible wreckage that was once the World Trade Center. And on that tour, Arizona's own Jon Kyl. You were there, you saw Ground Zero. Tell us your gut reaction.
The amount of devastation makes it clear to me that it's very unlikely that we're going to get more people rescued. I think we have to face that fact, which means that we're looking at well over 5,000 people having been killed by this attack.
Arizona Republican Jon Kyl shoulder to shoulder today with GOP colleagues and members of the Democratic opposition, now unified as perhaps never before. After this morning, 40 U.S. senators toured the battle landscape, now known simply as Ground Zero.
The most important thing is the resolve that we take from this visit and the resolve that we will have after the President speaks to the nation tonight.
What do we need to do with that resolve?
Well, that resolve will translate itself into a variety of measures, from our military action to our law enforcement and national security and intelligence folks, and also, of course, the importance of the American people staying the course over a long, long period of time. This is not going to be weeks or months. Frankly, it's going to be decades.
And after this gut-wrenching field trip, these sentiments from the other end of the political spectrum, from people like Massachusetts Democrat Ted Kennedy.
These terrorists obviously are committed to destroying an American way of life, and that isn't going to be done.
I have a hard time even thinking of all the people that have lost their lives and what it's done to families and loved ones. Yeah, but I feel good that we were here, because I had a lot of people, a lot of the firefighters, the police, and others said, look, we're glad you all are here, and that's all we're trying to say, is you're going to have our support.
What do you want the people in Arizona to know? What do you, from your
the people in Arizona just need to know that this country must stand together, and it has to stand together over a long period of time. The war against terrorism is just like the Cold War. It's going to take decades to defeat the enemy.
Is the bipartisanship we're seeing here, obviously this is a reflection of what
everyone is united. Everyone is united right now, but we've got to stay united over the years.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And so how is this show of unity really playing in the Big Apple? We went out on Manhattan's rain-soaked streets this afternoon, and we asked a New York firefighter and a New York cop.
I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the nation is going to be so close. I've never ever experienced the love for one another here in this city like ever before.
Where is the heart and soul of your department at this time?
Oh, we're hurting. We're hurting, but we're a family, and we're all supporting each other. And as you people are supporting us too. Appreciate it.
Well, I hope you know we are.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you. You come back to us live here in New York City. Of course, the eyes of the world on President George W. Bush tonight. And coming up in about 40 minutes, Patty, we're going to go out on the streets and ask New Yorkers what they want to hear from the president's lips.
Hey, Mike, next time we talk to you, maybe you can give us an idea of how the size of this area that we're talking about. It's very hard for us to get an idea for that. So we're running out of time this time, but maybe you can tell us about that next time.
Next time, Patty.
Okay, thanks very much, Mike. The 63 members of